Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. This message will be labeled as a message for April 12th because I'm posting it in time for the 12th where I am. Depending on where you are, the 12th may have come and gone, or you may not see this for a few weeks, years, months. So I'm setting the intention that this be a message for you for the next 24 hours from whenever you happen to stumble upon it or feel like you want to watch it. So for the next 24 hours here, happy birthday to all the April 12th babies out there, and happy birthday to you if it happens to be your birthday on whatever day you may stumble upon this video. I don't normally do two cards, but we might have cards of the day here. Yeah, we have cards of the day here. We have a little mini reading. All right. So you guys have a bonus today. You got three. Three for the price of one. One was free. You're getting one for free, two more for free. Oh, let me do it in the order they came up. Maybe all just a little bit closer. Okay. This is an interesting message because it's in response to something that has already happened. That's the story that I'm seeing in the cards, that the cards are in response to something that has already occurred. So we've got this energy right now where a lot of things are shifting. And I talked a lot about the full moon in Libra that we had on the 6th, and how this full moon energy was causing us to really kind of set boundaries with the things that were not living up to our expectations or meeting our needs or aligned with what we want out of life. And so I said that a lot of relationships and situations were going to be cleared out of the way. So these cards are giving me the sense that some of us are still going through this process. And something happened recently, maybe in the 24 to 48 hours before you saw this message, where you may have been short with someone. Not rude, okay? Not rude. And the fact that the Page of Swords is here makes me feel like whatever you may have said was the truth. You said the truth. You spoke the truth. You said what needed to be said. And you set a boundary, like you were in the right. However, this Knight of Wands is feeling almost like a Knight of Swords to me, where this person is going to be coming back with ego. They're not looking at the situation like, you know what? You're right. You're right. This is not a fair situation, or that was inappropriate. You're going to be met with energy where somebody is like doubling down. Like, it's kind of like, you need to take that back, or you need to realize that you were overreacting. That's the vibe I'm feeling here with the cards coming together. Now, Ace of Cups is telling us you did the right thing when you spoke up. Ace of Cups is new experiences. It's things that fill the heart with contentment and joy and happiness. It's fulfilling work, like work that is fulfilling on an emotional level. It could be a new home, a happy life, true love, soulmate connection. It's just absolute and total emotional contentment and happiness. And some of you have heard me say that for me in my readings, Ace of Cups has a special meaning. It comes up when we're turning over a karmic leaf. We all have certain situations that happen in our life again and again and again and again and again. And then we're like, why does this keep happening to me? Ace of Cups comes up when you've had the epiphany and you're like, you know what? I see what all these situations had in common. I know what I was missing that I wasn't seeing. And now that I know, I'm not holding space for this anymore. Like, I'm shutting it down. I'm going in the other direction when I spot it. I'm not going to get pulled in and then have to set the boundary. I'm going to know from the beginning this situation is going to push that boundary. I'm not even getting involved. It's like we tell the universe, I'm sick of suffering. I'm not holding space for this stuff anymore. I'm going in this other direction. Universe says, awesome, wonderful, terrific. You're awake now. You're alert. You no longer need these painful situations to aggravate you, to poke and poke and poke and poke and poke you till you wake up. Now that you're awake and you're alert, you don't need the pain. You don't need to learn from discomfort anymore. Now that you're awake and alert, you're ready to learn through joy, success, support, laughter, creativity, abundance, romance, all the good things, friendship, right? I've given the example before, like being in school. There's some teachers, all the kids are hoping and praying they don't end up in that class this year. And then there's some teachers, all the kids are hoping and praying, oh God, let me get that teacher. And then they're like, oh, you got to be in that teacher's class. Oh, you're so lucky. I wanted to be in that teacher's class. It's the same thing. It's the same lesson. One teacher makes it painful and grueling, and one teacher makes it fun and exciting. And so when I see the Ace of Cups, you turned over a karmic leaf. You took a stand. And you said, enough is enough. And when you took that stand, the universe said, bravo, bravo. You learned. You're awake. You don't need this nonsense anymore. So understand this. With this Knight of Wands, this person's doubling down. And this person is not saying, you know what? I slept on it. I thought about what you had to say. And you know what? My bad. I'm sorry. No, this person's doubling down. You take that back. You take that back. You're being like, you have an ego. You're being too sensitive. There's nothing wrong with the way that, things are being done around here. They're doubling down, even maybe giving you an ultimatum. So you might say, oh gosh, great. Why am I having this situation? Because you took the stand. And now this person is doubling down because the universe is saying, here's your chance to make the change. Here's the chance to take the action, to back it up, to show that you're not all talk, right? And so you may find that you're being put in a situation where you're realizing, you know what, I'm going to have to find another arrangement, whether it's a living situation, whether it's a job, whether it's a romantic relationship. I feel for some of you, there may be something with travel involved in this as well, like where maybe you were going to have to travel with this person. So maybe it's like a family situation or a friend situation. Now you're like, I don't want to be in a car with that person for 10 hours, so there could be something here where you might say, okay, you know what? I'll think about that. You gave me a lot to think about, and you might buy yourself a little bit of time because you're not wanting to upset this person, or you might not feel like ready to walk away right at the second. You might not lie. You might not lie, but you might kind of buy yourself some time here, and say, okay, this is done. This chapter in my life is done, and now I'm going to get busy and I'm going to make other arrangements. If you are in a position or situation where you don't have to take it, some of you, this might be your middle finger, moment, mic drop moment. If you already have something backed up, or you already have another situation, like you're not between a rock and a hard place, some of you might tell this person off and say, I'm not backing down, right? Like I meant what I said. I didn't stutter. So there could be some of you, like, this is it. This is your mic drop moment. Other ones of you, you might be saying, okay, let me get my ducks in a row so I can get out of here. And when you have this person coming to you acting like you're being so unreasonable, it'll mess with your head. You start to think, am I in the wrong? Like, am I at fault here? Because this person's coming with such a, like, indignation, like, just such a, like, how dare you? And you maybe kind of question yourself, like, okay, like, maybe I'm not seeing the situation right. But the cards are coming up to say this was your turning a leaf moment, right? Where you said, enough is enough. I'm not doing things anymore this way. I'm not going to be, living and operating under this kind of energy anymore. So you took a stand. And I feel here with the Page of Swords, even though your words may have hurt, even though your words may have cut, I feel that it was done in a respectful enough way, in a logical enough way, in a clear enough way, articulate enough way. I don't feel like you came in and had a hissy fit or threw a tantrum. And you were very clear in how you communicated, and it was the truth. But the line's been drawn in the sand, I guess. And this is your moment. This is you turning over a new leaf. So that's exciting. Celebrate that. Rejoice in that. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Feel free to check out the other videos in the description. And if you would like to schedule a private reading with me, there's a link in the description that will take you to my scheduling page, calendly.com/amethystangelite. You can schedule a private reading with me there. Thank you. Some of you have sent donations lately. I really do appreciate that. That's very kind of you. And I thank you guys for being here. I thank you for receiving the messages, and I hope you all have a fabulous day ahead, and hope to see you in tomorrow's message. Take care and be well, my darlings.